Continuing coverage now on the debate over whether the popular TikTok app should be banned in the U.S. The House of Representatives a couple of days ago overwhelmingly passed a bill that would mandate ByteDance, a Chinese company that owns the app, to sell that company within 6 months or be banned in our country. The fear is the Chinese Communist Party will use the app to spy on us or collect data on American users or use that app to impact our elections. Joining us now with some insights on the danger of this app, retired FBI Special Agent Scott Augenbaum. And Scott, a lot of regular Americans are pushing back on this because they like the app, but I know your background, which includes cybercrime. Give us your take on how real the danger is.
Yeah, before we go into should we ban it or should we not, let's just go back on the facts. I'm a retired FBI agent. I started with the FBI in 1988. The Chinese government was the #1 threat of espionage behind the Russian government. I get involved in cybercrime in the early 2000s. Chinese were behind a majority of the theft of intellectual property, trade secrets, and theft of data. Even here in Nashville, I've seen it for probably 10, 11 years. And now the Chinese government is behind this app. I hate to say it, until they prove anything differently. That's my concern. But there's 170 million Americans who are using it. That's where the debate is starting to come up.
Let me peel the onion one more layer. You did time in the FBI service in Nashville, and China was a threat even to people here. It wasn't some big greater American thing. We're talking threats to data in Middle Tennessee.
I've seen it with some of the largest organizations in Nashville were being targeted by the Chinese government for theft of intellectual property, academic information, manufacturing, because part of China's strategic plan is to be the world's leader in everything. They want to take over the world. That's public record on the Chinese part, and it's to influence people. And what does TikTok do? Influences people.
Boy, does that. Let me get your take on this. The Chinese government has never invaded another country to date. However, they've been very provocative in terms of Taiwan, the United States' support of that. Can you see China potentially going to a real war with the United States?
They've been going through proxy war. I believe, we've been at war with the Chinese probably since the early 2000s with the theft of things. Today, I'm not as concerned about that, but what we have going on over in Taiwan and with other parts of the world, I've never been at a point like this before where there's so many different global conflicts and we have to manage it on so many different ends. And now we're all talking about TikTok, a social media app on top of this.
It's quite the topic, and I don't think we've heard the end of it. Retired FBI Special Agent Scott Augenbaum, who makes his home here in Middle Tennessee. Scott, always great to talk with you.
Thank you.